I know it's crazy that I still haven't taken my makeup off, but this is going to be the subject of today's Wednesday rant. I'm taking my makeup off real quick because I'm about to work out. So let's do this. So HPV negative with abnormal pap, like atypical cells, HPV negative. We're supposed to treat those paps like they're normal. So meaning if it's atypical but HPV is negative, then it's not abnormal. It's normal, even though the pap says atypical. I know that sounds weird, but that's how we're supposed to behave. I often will have those patients come back in a year anyway, just to repeat the pap because it just feels right to just make sure that everything is good. But HPV not being there just means that, we don't really worry. Now, any pap that's more advanced than atypical, so like say it says low grade or moderate or high grade on the pap, we typically don't even run HPV testing on those paps. Occasionally I'll get a pap back where the lab accidentally ran HPV testing and say it says low grade, but HPV is negative. We still evaluate that because low grade is a little bit more advanced than atypical, so we're still gonna do testing, a colposcopy on that person. Or even if it says high grade but HPV is negative, we think that that's actually an error. And then you could say, well, how do we trust HPV anyway if it could be an error? Well, we do the best we can with the information that we have, right? So if we have an atypical pap, HPV is negative, we don't do anything. I just repeat those paps in a year. You really don't even have to do that by guidelines. But if you have an atypical pap that HPV is positive, then in some circumstances you need a colposcopy, in some circumstances you don't, depending on the person's age and a couple of other factors. And if any pap is more advanced than atypical, low grade, moderate, high grade dysplasia, I don't care what the HPV says. You're getting a colposcopy. I got to make sure because it's my job to make sure that you're safe, and I'll take that job seriously. I hope that answered your question. Don't forget to subscribe.